What is up, people, and welcome back to the channel. Right, so the table is empty. We have got the German sitting here just chilling, and we are on the R1 turbo chassis. So I had the subframe back, and the subframe is actually on. What we've got to do now is weld from underneath. We sort of jumped around a little bit in videos. So yeah, basically we're going to walk you around what we've got here. So the subframe is actually fitted. It's upside down at the minute, but look at the line, look. This line all the way up to the chassis. Lovely that, isn't it? That strength that is right there. So we have flipped it over and we've given the bottom a bit of a clean because I had to raise this because the new one, look, sits 16 millimeters lower than the chassis. My chassis is perfectly flat, true and square. And then we got that. This is the new design. And I'll show you that in another video when I've got it on the table and start messing around with suspension and stuff. So that, I had to lift this off the table 16 mil, which allowed all the welding speckle to get underneath. And it scratched a bit of the steel, but not much. So all this has been ground flat now. All the speckle has gone. So this is the underside of the seat mount area. So what I need to do is I need to fully weld this, this, and this. And then we need to finish welding the front tabs and run a weld which connects to that weld. And it's got to come up all the way across and connect to that weld. That is one of the main fixture points of the chassis. I could just do little welds, but I'm going to do a full nice weld. So it's welded there, it's welded here, and it's welded there, and it's welded there, and then he's welded here and there, and there's going to be some more. So I thought I'd take you along for the ride. The crane is coming in clutch. It just works really well. And we know now from what we've got here so far, the weight is dead central because I had it just sitting balanced perfectly right in the middle of the car. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this welding. And then I'm going to do that welding. And then, yeah. I'll take you along. You'll see the welding. As you all know, I'm not well. I'm not well at all. So I'm trying to keep my mind occupied, you know what I mean? Trying to keep my mind occupied. So I'm going to weld this up for you. Get my mask on so I've got some nice clean air. So I'm not sucking in a load of shizzle. Get the extractor on. That's an extractor that is, by the way. You may hear it in my videos. It's just basically a 12-inch fan that sucks all the crap and blows it outside. But it also lets a lot of cold air in. It's freezing in here. Right then, I'll get this welded and go from there. Right, so these are welded, and just a tip, and you know, this is the old weld, this is a new weld. They have to join, yeah, they've got to join. So I mean, my inside welds, like on the drops, if you look, they are quite substantial. That's cold, it's old. They're quite substantial welds, my drops. Of course, vertical down welding, as most people know, vertical down welding isn't that strong. Well, I'd say it's not strong. You ain't gonna break it over with your hands, but it's known as not being strong as a normal parallel weld, or a vertical up weld is quite strong. but it's really hard to do. Vertical up welding is tricky. So I do my own style vertical down welding. So instead of just arcing up and running a down, say like one of these, okay, instead of just arcing up, like I'm running it like that, sorry. So say if it was just to arc up and run it down like this, because you can see that's just a cross, but this is a parallel weld. This chassis was lying on its side, so I was able to pull the weld in the root, as you've seen in one of my videos. But if I was to just run the welder down like that, doing a normal weld like this, all the material I'm putting in and melting is just running down. It's not seeping into the root. It's not going into the crevice, like this crevice here. When I'm welding like this, it's going in, it's running in, like water would run in. If you're doing like that, it's just running down, it's not filling the weld. So, the way I do my vertical downs is, as you can see how wide they are. But can you pick up on how they are welded? Can you see how they're welded? I'm trying to find one that you can really see the flowing. See how it's going side to side? I am gonna sneeze. I can really feel it coming on. If you look at all of them, the old ones, oh man, I can really feel that sneeze coming on. I'm trying to find one where you can really see the flow, but you can't really see the flow in them. Well, anyway, I'll just show you. Let me get a TIG rod. Really feel this sneeze coming on. So if you look at this one, basically I'll start at the top and I go from here, and then I come across, and then across, and across, and across. So I'm proper, well, say I am here. This is really awkward because I can't see what I'm doing, but I'm like that. I'm going like this, dragging the weld. So it's allowed, when I'm here, it's giving that a couple of milliseconds to cool. So I'm going over, over, over. So I was basically walking the cup with a TIG. Because if I was just go bzzz, you'd be chasing your tail because it'd just be running. So just drag it across, drag it across, drag it. Don't go. Get nice and slow. Bit of a pause, 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 pause. And you are then bridging the two materials together, and you'll fill that corner with weld, and you're going to get good heat penetration as well. So don't just run straight vertical down, drag it over. You end up with a big weld, but there's a lot of weld and it's touchy. Imagine how big these welds are, yeah? Imagine how much surface area they're touching. Do you know what I mean? That's probably 6 mil esque. So you're touching a lot of real estate, you know what I mean? And you just got to learn, just pull it in, pull it in, pull it in. And then you'll see a heat coming through, look, see? Look how much heat we're using. So, you know, that's the way you do, the way I do my down welds. Yeah, saves having to turn the chassis, do it again, turn the chassis, do it again. Just keep pulling it over. So these welds have to connect to that one, connect to that one. You will actually, you'll start on this weld, arc up, give it a little bit, and then run it over and finish on that weld. Yeah, so start on one, finish on the other. You can normally tell where you've started because you'd have a little bit of a higher proudness. Because once you've arced up and you've had to wait, then you'll go. So that one, started up, had to wait, then I'm gone. So yeah, you'll just get to it, but you've got to join your welds. Yeah, anyway, lesson over. A lot of you probably already know that, but... So yeah, that's that bit all welded up, and then we did down here. So this one, there's 2 passes in here. The quite a lot of heat transfer through, but underneath there is a fast root pass. It'll probably look like I'm going like a bat out of hell, but underneath there, this isn't as thick as this. So if I try to get my right kind of penetration in, I did try, and it blew through this straight away. So I repaired the hole, and then just got my gun from in here, and I just went. Where's my TIG rod gone again? I quite like the TIG rod. It's quite good, isn't it? So I was standing in here, and I started here, and I just went all the way over, quite quick. Just watching it to just pick up the inside, and just melt it, and then go onto here and just melt it. And I was moving quite quick. I don't know whether you'll see it in the video, but I was moving quite quick to get that root pass in. And then what that did, oh no, I've dropped my TIG rod. Got that root pass in, and it filled the crevice. Yeah, it filled the root. Then I waited. Yeah, because yes, I've put a lot of heat. I put a lot of heat in this one, and some heat in the thick wall, the 3mm wall, which was what the idea was. I needed to get some heat in this one, but not put too much heat in this one. So I just waited a minute, because I knew this would cool down a lot quicker than this would cool down, i.e. holding more temperature in the 3mm. Then I managed to get a nice pass, and I went back feed. So this way, I went this way. But then coming on the second pass, I came this way. So I can watch more. When you get this way, you're pushing material in. And when you're coming this way, you're just watching it melt into each material and then moving. It's like I come this way when I'm doing this. Just nice, steady pace. And watching it eat into the material, then you know it's time to move. Or if it's eating too much, speed up. Not enough, slow down. So this one, I just worked my way across. Nice and steady, not too fast, not too slow, because I didn't want to overheat this. But this one, it's 3mm, you know what I mean? It needed that heat. And I finished off these little things. Ta-da! So the bottom now is welded up. And she looks freaking solid. You know what I mean? This ain't gonna go freaking anywhere. So yeah, anyway, I thought I'd show you that little bit. These are all done. I've got to put a triangle in here actually. I might do that now. Now it's a bit easier access. Right, there we go. Welded. Bit of a lesson. Probably telling a lot of you how to suck eggs. You know, which you don't really want to know. That one, I'm not going to grind anything down on that one. These ones have got to be linished off because the flat floor. Yeah, that's why all this is nice. But we know these welds are deep penetrated because we did our weld prep, didn't we, people? Yes, we did. We weld prepped to get more space for the weld. Right then, now I've told you all how to suck eggs. I'm going to put this onto grind because I need to protect my throat. Get the extractor on, get some tunes on because I always got my earphones in. I'm going to grind all these down nicely. And I'll catch you in the next one. See you later, people.